Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna continue working on part 8 of this house build. Let's get started. So in the last video, we were able to do some extrusion. Also, we added a ground floor. And then now, we're gonna continue working on this. What I want to do next is to add the site. We're just gonna leave this one as open, so it's going to be a carport instead of a garage. So now what I want to do is go to ground floor, and then here what I'm gonna do is to add this one to ground instead. So now we have this overlay right here. So I'm going to select all the walls outside. So by holding on tab and then select them, by holding on control, select them again, and then clicking on tab here and then holding on control again and then select, we'll be able to just put the base constraint to ground floor. So it will be all the way down. The only thing that we need to manage is to select this flooring, edit them. So we edit them now. Go to level 1. We need to put it in the middle of the wall. So it's hidden. It's not showing up. Okay. And we're doing this so that we could see the change of elevation in terms of the door to the carport space. So now let's click finish, go to 3D to see how it looks. So it looks good now. So we need to add some stairs here, and then everything should be all the way to the floor. We could align it. AL. I'm just going to align it so that everything is properly aligned like that. So let's not forget to add the stairs. We're gonna create a simple stair, just a model in place stair. We're not gonna use the proper stairs. We already did that on this part, but instead we're gonna use a model in place so that it's easier to control. Also, let's not forget this one right here. I'm going to go to level 2 and then add this curtain wall right here as well. And then we just need to clean it up so that everything is properly added like that, and even have that gap right there so that everything is looking the same. So now this is looking good right here. Next thing we're gonna do is to add the sidewalk and then the street. So go to floor, edit type, duplicate, and then change this one. We're gonna choose something concrete, so we're gonna use randomly here, and then I'm going to add side road. What I want to do is to have a road around here something like that. Trim and extend, delete this, extend this part. So I'm just assessing how this one looks. I'm gonna trim and extend so that everything looks good. And then here, we're gonna extend it a little bit more. And then this one as well. Let's look at it in 3D. And then we're gonna put some grass. And then obviously, we're gonna connect this one as well. I'm going to extend this a little bit more to connect the flooring right here. I want an extension here. I just don't want, I want some grass part as well. So I'm going to give it some space a little bit more. So space a little bit more. So this will be its grass. There's going to be a backyard here, and then we could add in some just a background house here, and then over here, so that if we have a shot, it will be looks populated. So now we're gonna click finish. So that's the road, and then we're gonna add another one. So another floor, edit, duplicate. This will be floor number 6, and I'm gonna use grass here. Apply OK, and then OK. And then I'm going to put the grass here for now, even at the back. So we're gonna connect them. And then I'm gonna put some grass here as well. So beside here, I want some grass here as well. So let me fix this and add a little bit more. I want to connect each and every one of them. So trim and extend, then delete the ones right here. Trim and extend here as well, and then delete this one. And then we're gonna add another floor here, or we're just gonna extend this one. I'm gonna extend this one, pick line, and then trim it. And then click finish, and then 3D. So now everything is looking good. As you can see, we have grass and everything else. So now we're gonna do the sidewalk around here, and then we might as well extend this a little bit farther, and then we could add in some grass or a concrete space here, just for the other house that we're gonna add, so that it looks good. So edit boundary, you can extend this but trim this one a little bit. Okay, we could add in a backyard or border wall if we want to, so that it looks nice. And then we're going to add another one. So so edit, duplicate, floor number 7. This will be the regular floor for the extra house, or the background house that we're gonna add. So we're preparing everything so that everything looks nice here. let's just make it nicer here so that there we go. I'm gonna put some grass here on this part area and then this part area as well. So I'm gonna edit this and build some grass part here. Here probably the same thing, so not grass part but cement as well. And then here I'm gonna extend this one a little bit so that we have here align it, and then trim and extend. And then here we just need to extend as well. So it's getting bigger and bigger now for the site, but that's good because we know that this will be placed right here. We could add in a border wall now. So I'm gonna use wall, and then we could add an exterior wall, and then we're going to edit, duplicate exterior wall number 2, and then change this to something different. We can put in a different concrete if we want. And then here we're just going to add it onto this side. I'm just going to add it like this. We could align it. There we go. And then I'm gonna curve this so that it looks nice. So definitely going to curve this. Edit, fillet arc. I'm gonna use probably make it 4,000. Okay, so that's the side there. And then of course we're gonna edit here as well, so we're gonna maintain that 4,000, but it's gonna be easier for us because we have that one. There we go. So everything is getting consistent. And then here. And then we could trim and extend as well. And then let's go here. Of course, we need to lower it down. So we could put it at level 2, but top offset negative 1500, so it's not that high, and we have that room right here. So all of this will be grass. Of course there will be sidewalk, maybe a house here at the back for background, so 2 houses probably here and a house here to make everything look populated. So now let's go to ground floor again and let's create that sidewalk right there. So model in place, and then generic model, and then here we're going to add an extrusion. It's already ground, so we don't need to set it. Let's just change this material right here, and then we're gonna choose a different kind of concrete that we could just add randomly. And then here we need to have 2000 and then 2000. 2000 right here as well. $2,000 right here, and then 2,000 here as well. So now we need to fillet, sorry, not fillet art, but we need to connect all of them. So trim and extend, and then we fillet arc as well. And then let's finish it. I want to see it into 3D, and then we need to clean this up. So the way we do that is we need to cut them. I'm gonna cut them right here and cut them over here. Okay, and then SL, so SL, split element, then delete this, delete here, and then fillet art this one. So we now have an opening. Let's put in 1200, and then why not in this area as well. We don't know the location yet, but for now we could just add maybe right here, and then SL as well, and then fillet arc here. And then we can adjust it later on if we want to. Okay. So far, maybe we could just edit here. I'm just going to push it a little bit so that it's not overpowering our model. So it's still there. We could adjust it, but later on at least it's visible that there's an entrance. This extrusion, I want it to be just 100. And then click apply. I'm happy with that. So in the next video, we're gonna finish this up because we still need to add those designs right here to make it look realistic. And then we're gonna add in stairs and then some designs here. So thank you for watching and hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.